On this edition of Sports Card ASMR, we are going to be putting, well, most of these cards in proper storage for display and for posterity. It's going to be an organizational episode here of Sports Card ASMR. I am the Sports Card Doctor. I'm very happy that you are here today on the channel that combines sports card nostalgia and ASMR relaxation. We would love for you to consider subscribing to the channel, leaving us a thumbs up, a nice comment, hyping the video up if it's in the first week of release, and hey, just tell some friends about us, okay? Also, I want to shout someone out here. I was already planning to do this organizational video, but I did receive a nice care package from Scott, and I just want to acknowledge that he sent some nice stuff to the doc, and the doc received it, and we'll be doing a video with that stuff soon. If you have something that you'd like to send the Sports Card Doctor, there is an address down below. Alright? Okay, so as a lot of you know, I have some of these sports card binders. This probably takes you back to your youth, right? We'll pull out a little bit there. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Isn't this cute? Baseball card album. I have a couple of these. I have an old one, and then I got this one maybe a year or so ago, so that I could put a lot of the cards that I had and put a lot of the cards that we open here on the channel into a nice display case again. Felt really like I was in junior high again collecting. But big news, I now have another one of these. It's right over here. You can hear it over there. Okay, I'm not lying. And that one's just going to be football. This one, though, mostly baseball, a little bit of basketball, hockey, and miscellaneous stuff. But that's how many cards we've collected here. So let's go ahead and see what we got going on here. And look, here's, as I showed you, this is the stack of cards. This is a big stack of cards. I'll be honest, I don't know if we're going to get through all these today, but so let's go ahead and flip through the binder here and see what we have. Just going to remind myself where some of these cards are. If you're newer to the channel, you can go back and check out some of these other videos. If I haven't made a playlist, I will, of the organization videos. I like doing these videos because they are functional. This is something I would be doing off camera, so why not do it on camera? And I'm taking you all along for what I hope is a relaxing ride. Seeing a lot of spots for reorganization as the collection continues to grow. For those that are relatively new, yeah, this is my weird obsession with this year of O-Pee-Chee, the 91 O-Pee-Chee premieres. I just kind of think they're fun looking cards. This is our Will Nuschler Clark collection, which will be growing today. The controversial Ode to Barry collection. sheets. this organizational battle. Looks like we might need some more done manually. The Canseco family tribute pages, of course. Only one Aussie Canseco. We need to get some more Aussie Cansecos. Like I said, a little basketball in the back here. A little bit of hockey action. And some Star Wars cards and pro wrestling cards there. Alright, well there we go, everybody. Let's get back to the front. No, that was annoying. Doesn't flipping through one of these just make you think you're at a card show in 1991, showing off your invaluable collection that will no doubt eventually get you the rest of your life when you sell it off at an auction. And you're like, yeah, this 90 score Andre Dawson's going to send me through college. No, just me. Or showing up at your friend's birthday party with your sports card binder ready to trade. Alright, here we go. So, I don't even know how to do these. I gotta be honest, I kind of put off doing this video because this is a lot to get through. These are cards that I deem worthy of being stored, that I don't want to throw away, discard, or anything fun like that. I'm contemplating putting together some sports card ASMR packs and getting those to people out in the world. Alright, so we got, let's see what we got here. By the way, Sports Card Doctor is old enough now where he's got his readers ready to go. I can better see when the video falls out of focus. I can throw cards. It's all good. All right. We got some basketball here. Then we've got Karl Malone, John Stockton. Okay. Got a lot of classics today here. Start with that. You would have thought that I would have put these in some sort of more organized kind of order, but I like the chaos of this, I guess. I just enjoy the chaos. A lot of Dave Steves today, some Rickies, some Griffies, some interesting Griffies here as well, so okay. Hope this isn't too boring. Just kind of making sure, look at that, we're adding to the Canseco of it all. We're ready to go, kids. We're ready to go. Okay. Add to the will. So many wills, so many Smoltzes. So another will, another Ricky, another Griffey, another Barry. Justice. Of course, this is the Dave that was the trader in a recent price guide battle. You can watch that one there. Alright, I'm going to start small. See, I'm getting overwhelmed. This might be the ADHD kicking in. It's so much here, so much. Alright, let's start here with this Diamond King of Nolan Ryan. This is the King of Kings. A little miscut, and as we learned, this was not the air card. Thanks to those who clarified in chat. So let's go and put this in. Justice action here. Not super comfortable putting those cards right there, but here we go. Here we are. Okay. All right, put a little bit of, we do have double of Rocket Roger there, so we'll hold on to that one. Put that one away. Alright, we got this Upper Deck Roger. Okay. Yeah. I do have an ever-expanding Paul O'Neill collection. Old Yankee fan that I am. Alright, we got the Will Clark. The Will Nuschler Clark. Shout out to our buddy Candlestick Rick. He's a big Will fan. Which I guess you have to be if your name is Candlestick Mick. Alright, there's some wells here. Do we want to? Here's the question. We're going to move this Texas Ranger well. Just going to put him over there for a second. I shoved that in there, didn't I? Just kind of randomly tossing these wells back here. Will Clark, absolutely one of my favorite players as well. Will Nuschler Clark I still think to this day, is one of my favorite swings in baseball. And I know Will can be a bit of a prickly pear, but hey, what do you want from Will Nuschler Clark? All right, so I'm just kind of sliding some of these around here. Get a little bit of order. I think Will would want his cards to be in order. Always love that. That score. Will's one of my favorites. Okay, got the 87 Topps Will Clark. Of course, this could be, I forget, he has some tradeds, so I wouldn't call this a straight up Will Clark rookie, but by some standards it might be. Alright, and Flair 90. I guess we should probably win. Okay, just sliding everything down here. A little baseball cardboard dust there. Alright, this one goes right in the center. There we go. This Will Clark Grand Slammer just recently added. And score there. Alright, jam them in there a little bit. We're not selling these at auction, you know what I mean? Okay. Alright, that was huge. That was a lot. That was a lot. We got that out of the way here. Okay. Let's go ahead and take out these Robin Venturas. We might find a new home for Robin Ventura within this. Because we do have some Dave Steebs on the way. Don't we all have a Dave Steeb on the way? You know what I mean? Okay, we're moving some stuff around. This is a lesson in organization, and I hope it's relaxing. You're hanging with me, the sports card doctor. Okay. 87. Tell you what here. We've got this miscut 87 tops, Ricky. And the gum stain. So we'll at least do this here. The late great Ricky Anderson. This one's miscut too. Oops, sorry. We need to get a good 87 tops Ricky. That's what we need. Alright, but we've got the 1986 Donruss Rookie to start us off. What I love about this Ricky, as I said earlier, he looks like he's traveling and ready to go. This looks like Ricky is on a cruise ship and enjoying good life. We miss you, Ricky. Alright, there we go. Alright. So, and then over here, so a lot of Yankee Rickies, late stage athletic Rickies. We have this one there, so the 92 Donruss we don't need to store. Let's go ahead and this is a great Ricky. Upper Deck did a lot of these kind of multi-exposure cards, and I fell for it. It's a neat trick. I like it. Let's go ahead and put that there. And then this one we got recently there, and I'll open up our I think this came in a Candlestick Max pack. We got Ricky Anderson. It's a San Diego Padre here. And this would be 97 Topps card here. So happy to add our first Padre Ricky into the collection. We'll slide that right there. Okay. So now we got some Barry Bonds action here. As I always said, I don't come. I'm not necessarily a fan of Barry. He's, at least was. We don't know who he is now, but I do believe he was one of the worst personalities ever to play the game. He's just mean. Barry was mean, but hot damn was he fun to watch, even when it was a bit controversial. So that's why I store all these Barrys. So I just want to be clear, not condoning any and all actions of Barry Bonds. In fact, not condoning any of all actions of any of the players held here. Alright, you know what I mean? Okay. Let's just slide these. Alright, so we'd have to do an entire shift. We should probably put this 87 Barry. This is a mess. This is just a mess. Alright, so let me maybe move some of these around here. Oh my gosh, I'm creating work for myself here. Doing all this different stuff here. Why do I do this to myself? No one cares about the order. No one cares about the order. Now we of course have a lot of these 87 Topps Berries, so figured one finally deserved to be right here in this part of the collection. Let's move this 88 Fleer up. There we go. So we got this Barry as well. We got the 89 Topps. So that can kind of go around there too. 90 score, $90, $91, 90 Fleer. Slide this down. Let's just take, I should just take all these out, huh? That's what I should do. It's like, I feel like I'm playing some sort of puzzle game. Alright. There we go. Alright, the rest I think can just kind of fall in. At least I'm not worried about here? These are a lot of these berries got fuzzy corners. We're just putting things on display. You know, these are the things that when the sports car doctor finally passes on, gives up the mortal coil, some like lawyer will come through here and be like, should we put all these cards in some kind of estate sale? And someone will say, nah, just throw them away. And into the trash these will go. But for the rest of my days, I'll get to look at them and enjoy the card collecting memories. Did that just get a little too dark? Did the sports card doctor get a little dark? Maybe. Alright, there we go. So now, I like this Barry. This is a good one. Top Stadium. Home Run Club member, Barry Bonds, 1993 season. Alright, so we're going to leave that there. We're going to leave some space. And we got through the berries. I do have this. Let's do this here. I'm a fan of Paul Molitor, Hall of Famer Paul Molitor. So we're going to just, I think I have an 87 Topps Paul Molitor somewhere. Oh, did I put the page? What's going on? No, there it is. These are double-sided pages, so I guess I wouldn't have been able to put it in wrong. But putting it in wrong can be a problem. Guys, don't be afraid to ask for instructions. Okay. There we go. I love this leaf Paul Molitor. I think that's a great card there. Okay. Sports card doctor knows he's not going to get through all these cards today. Okay, we got a Pedro there. Let's just put this Pedro here, and then we know we could move some stuff around later on. What's that, like a potato chip? Do I have like chips and salsa on this? What's going on with that? That's disgusting. That's why the sports card doctor regularly has to clean this table. Alright, here's our Donnie baseballs. I don't know if I have any to add today, but I have a lot of Donnies waiting to be put away. In fact, I want to shout out again our buddy Scott, who sent some Don Mattingly's and Dan Marino's to me that I'm thrilled to add to the collection. Alright, Ken Griffey. Here's the thing. So I have a lot of Griffeys elsewhere in hard cases and top loaders and whatnot. So this is kind of an impromptu Griffey collection. So I'm not going to worry about the order right now, because I think I'm going to have to come back and fix that off camera. But for right now, let's put on this 90 score, Ken Griffey Jr. We got this leaf. This card's not invaluable. It's invaluable. It has value. I'm just saying words. I'm just throwing words out there. Then we got this one here. I think that's a pretty good cut. Well, it's a little bottom heavy. Like I said, if I put in this Griffey, any Griffies that go in here, good chance I have a version of it elsewhere. Alright, we're going to take this one out. I got the Jumbo California Sunflower Seeds, Ken Griffey, Seattle Mariners. No logo on it, though. Don't you worry about that. 1991 card. I'm going to take this out of the sleeve. Just add that there. Okay. We got the 91 Griffey All-Star there. For card collectors of a certain age, and I, the sports card doctor, am of that age, ding in that corner like an idiot. Griffey brings a certain kind of card collecting nostalgia. Alright, now, so this is not an actual Griffey. It is a goddamn checklist, but this is when you all remembered, we opened up those can of cards, the pinnacle inside the can of cards. This is a great checklist. If you're going to get me a goddamn checklist, this is how you do it. Put a nice blur on it, and I'm counting this as a little Ken Griffey Jr. card. All right? What do you think about that? There we go. Alrighty. There we go. I know we have a lot of Dave Stewarts to add. Let's go ahead and add some Jose Cansecos. What do you think about that? We have this Ultra Pro Jose Canseco. Favorite pastime, car collecting. This is a limited edition. I should maybe put this should maybe sealed away, but you know what? I don't care. It's too good. It's too good. I think we need to add this right here, right now, to the Jose collection, to the Canseco family archives. And then, happy to announce our first Jose Canseco as a Texas Ranger card. This Fleer 95 is going to be going to the collection. Look at that guy. That's the face of someone that's going to tear apart baseball with a tell-all book later. And, you know, kind of glad Jose did. Let's put that down here. That's a little bit why I like Jose. He said, you're going to take me down, I'll take you all down with me. So these are, we got some a little bit more modern cards going on here. You know what, tell you what, here's what we're going to do. We're going to switch a little bit. Are you ready? We're going to go a little basketball. That's right, going a little basketball. We got our basketball cards to add here. And so let's do that. We got the John Stockton collection. I actually have a few Stocktons to put in there. And we'll just put, no, we're going to go to another page because, like I said, I do have others. Sean Kemp, just because I should see there's 9 sleeves in there. I should just put him in the center and see how many kids we can put around it. It's an old sports and pop culture reference. We got some Karl Malone action here. I gotta tell you, this sheet, a little dirty. Can you wash your sheets? Not your bed sheets, but your card sheets. Alright, and then we got this Derek Coleman. I just like this card a lot. Neat. This is when they went all out with cards here. This is I can't remember where I pulled this out from. It's like a credit card. Heavy and no good to me because there's no room on it. Okay. Alright, let's just kind of slide through here. Apologize, this is Sports Card Doctor kind of works on air. Get another Ricky. Alright, there's some modern. This is kind of what I'm looking for. I'm looking for some modern cards here. Modern meaning not for the junk wax era. Oh, that Daryl. That was a spot for that Daryl. We have our ever-going Mark Grace collection. Got another Edgar Martinez like that. Another Edgar. Oh, great Andre Dawson. Mark Grace. There's a Tony baseball. Ivan Rodriguez. Another Dave Justice. Oh, an Olin Ryan. I should have just done this earlier, huh? should have done this. This is like, did you ever play that game, Memory? Where you like flip the cards over, and you need to like find, you know, then you like flip them back over, and you're like, all right, where was that pineapple? So I feel what's going on here. Now I feel we're cooking with gas. A lot of polo nails. Told you we had some Dave Steves. Oh, Pedro. Wade. Another Nolan. Oh boy, I'm getting overwhelmed. I'm getting dizzy. I'm getting dizzy, folks. Getting dizzy. There's some more of those modern cards I was looking for here. Okay. All right. Rhino. Vlad. Oh, that's right. We got them. Oh, man. Whew. Take a breath. I need some ADHD meds or something right now. All right. Now look what I've done. I've created this mess. Created more of a mess. We're supposed to be organizing. Now we got a mess going on here. It's okay. We're going to work through it. I always hope these videos are relaxing in a little bit of a different fashion than the other videos. A little less in character. This is mostly just the man behind the Sports Card Doctor brand. Making sure his cards don't just sit there on a shelf, ready to be toppled over. So we will add these cows. Eventually Cal Ripken, I would say, deserves his own collection page. So we'll get there. But for right now, Calico's here. I buried all the Dave Stewarts in there. It's just a me problem at this point. There we go. Okay. Now, as a New York Yankee fan, it's kind of weird deciding to hold on to Pedro's. Still his daddy, but I do enjoy Pedro, even now, even more now as a commentator. There we go, okay. Working our way, kids. This is how we do it, just kind of pluck away, okay. Don't get overwhelmed when you have all the things that you need to organize. Okay. Alright. My weird Dave Steve obsession. I just think he's one of the great pitchers of this era. Alright, we got the 81 Fleer Dave Steve. That's one of the oldest cards we got in the collection right now, weird to say. Like an 86 Topps Dave Steve. I don't have a lot of 86 Topps cards in here. We should get some of those. Alright, we've got a whole page of Steve. A Steve page, if you will. Alright. focused Sports Card Doctor videos, go ahead and check out some of the other Price Guide series or Crinkle and Rip series. For right now, you're just hanging out with me while I organize my cards. Alright, there's our Edgar collection. Growing, not in the greatest of order right now. I think Edgar's eventually going to get his own page there. But for right now, Edgar goes here. Can't get this open here. I don't have all my tools out today. I should have brought my Sports Card Doctor tools. Oh, and more Sports Card Doctor videos are on the way, like actual Sports Card Doctoring, the videos that put us on the map. The map was about this big, but I was on it for a while. Okay. There we go. Go back to another one of these Upper Deck. I mean, look, of all the cards, it's a nice shot, but of all the cards to use, all the poses for Andre Dawson, him throwing, he's got a great arm, you could have had him throwing, him catching a ball but stumbling, I don't know about that. We love the hawk. There you go. We got this Dave Justice dad here. Alright, now here's the, okay, this page is more for Nolan Ryan. I, as you all know, have an obsession with the early 90s Atlanta players because of my time watching WTBS. But I think this is going to be its own thing. These are mostly the cards for this section here, and it's a lot. I'm going to have to go through this maybe on my own. I don't want to have to put you all through that. That's a lot. That's a lot. Sports Card Doctor has you all in mind. On what is absolutely going to be a supersized video today. Look at this. Look at this. We can put the Wally. A Kansas City Royal Wally. Okay. We're not done. We're not done with the rocket here. Alright, so what do we got? Okay. Another 1992. And then we got some highlights. And some Yankees, getting to the Yankees, which was a complicated time for me because I hated Roger as a Red Sox, but loved him as a Yankee. And again, do not condone anything about any player's actions on or off the field while organizing cards. All right, here's a Dwight Gooden. We got the Doc and Darryl page coming in nicely here. I imagine eventually that will expand. By the way, just a little Dwight Gooden. I love Dwight. Always had. His 1988 season's underrated. ERA was a little high, 3.19. Technically games, 3 shutouts, but 18 wins, 248 in the third innings. Only 175 strikeouts. That's probably why it's not remembered as much as his first couple years. But props to the Doc. Always a fan of the Doc, and as a Yankee fan, that no-hitter was divine. Okay. We got a Darryl right here. Look at this card. I love this card. This is one of my favorite baseball cards. That is, talk about, Will Clark's swing, but Darryl's swing is up there as well. Just a great, great swing, and this card really encapsulates it. You can get a little bit of flip book action with that. Alright, so there's Darryl goes in there. Okay. Alright, I'm doing this right here, right now. Moving these out. Not the whole section, of course. Okay. So supposed to be organizing, but I'm creating a mess for myself. That's what I'm doing. Okay. There we go. Okay. You hear the tension in my voice. It's just, I'm supposed to be relaxing myself, and I just feel as though I've created nothing but more work for myself. Hope you're enjoying this one with the Sports Card Doctor. Oops. I yankied too soon. You don't want to Yankee too soon. It's not a wise decision. You gotta come to the Yankees at the right time in your career. After you establish yourself with another team, and then the Yankees can steal you. But I guess that's the Dodgers now, huh? Oh. Talking baseball business here on the Sports Card Doctor. Okay, we're going to move some of these Olaroons. We might just have to move these Olaroons for right now. No disrespect to another sweet swinging lefty. That's some Mark Graces to put in here. Look at that. This is for all of you willing to jump on a hand grenade for your teammate. Move on out. And we'll just kind of store the Olaroons here for now and wait for a bigger John Olaroon collection. Can we go to an hour? Can I make this video an hour? Let's see. We're getting there. All right. Alright, kind of want a little bit of order, right? Just a little bit. There we go, look at that. And I've got a lot more Nolans to add, trust me. Do a whole book on Nolan. Alright, we're moving. Is this making you as dizzy as it's kind of making me? And we could do, we'll slide this move on here. And maybe work to add a move on in there a little bit, alright? Okay. We got Mr. Beer Drinker himself. Wade Boggs there. We've got one. That's Ricky Anderson. He played with Dave Winfield. There we go. We got that Dave. We'll just add that Dave right now. Without a doubt, we're going to need a separate page there. To my surprise, we do not have this Ricky in here, so let's add this Ricky. We thought we were done with Ricky Anderson, but Ricky Anderson was not done with us. So we'll organize that up a little bit later. collection. I think that's something you gotta do. Absolutely. Gotta do. We did have a berry to add, but I forgot where I put that book. Random Matt Williams. Alright, let's put some of these here. We got this 20th Century Topps Hero Sean Casey card there. It's got a random Tim Lincecum. The Freak. Put him up there. You know what? We got kind of early 2000s first baseman. We'll put this Prince Fielder. I do love this card. It's a great one there. Okay. This is kind of the area. We'll put this Buster Posey. It's a great Buster Posey right there. I love that card. Shout out to all you Giants fans who enjoyed that little dynasty. It's a good run. Okay. Got our Dave Stewart's going strong here, okay? Again, I am a product of my generation of watching baseball. Love Dave Stewart. Hated it when the Yankees had to face him because he was always going to kick their ass. And that's what he is during most of that time. But Dave, just an intimidating force on the mound. And a story. I think there's a lesson in Dave Stewart's career of perseverance. He was toast. He was done by the time Dodgers, Phillies, Rangers had all given up on him. Tony La Russa grabs him. And Dave becomes an absolute stud and star there. 92. Finishes up with Toronto, right? Alright, love Dave. Never give up, kids. Never give up. Alright, where should we go next with this? You know what I'm going to do here? Sorry. Where's that berry? Alright, so I'm going to decide we're going to have a little Mike Schmidt collection. After we picked up this 83 Topps Schmidt. We got some Schmidts laying around. Michael Jack Schmidt. Alright, we got this berry. We're going to slide out the Cobra and add Cobra Dave Parker to another page there. Barry, just absolutely one of my favorite from any era. We have a few berries out there. Alright, and since we do love Dave Parker, we want to highlight him and his Hall of Fame career. Rest in peace, Dave. The Cobra will go up there. Alright, moving along here. himself, the late great Tony Gwynn, will go there. We're going to have to deal with this Frank Thomas at some point, because I got some growing, I got a growing Robin Yount collection here. I'm going to put that McGuire in somewhere too. All right, we got that. So let's just pull it. Let's just do this there. Okay. Robin Yount and Gary Sheffield page. Are you still with me? Are you still with the Sports Card Doctor? What about your own collection? Comment down below if you still have all of your binders from back in the day as well. Alright, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to take one of these ultras out. We'll store that elsewhere, don't you worry. With this 89 Fleer Mattingly. Don't you worry, this is going to go into our other Don Mattingly collection, which is somewhere else. Alright, that's all you need to know. Okay. So we do have a Mo Vaughn collection, but we also have studio collections. It's different. Different things. Different things. Okay. Alright, I'm going to put in, these are some random, more modern cards and players here. I got a few Aaron Judges out there. I'll put the captain here for right now. I got Trey Turner. And then we got a guy who is one of my favorites on fantasy baseball right now. He's been on my team recently, Matt Olson. Sluggin' Matt Olson. Okay. We got our Bigios, which means I think it's only appropriate. Oh, there's that Mike. There's a Mike Schmidt. We're going to go back to that Schmidt. Right here, I think it's appropriate for us to go ahead and start our Jeff Bagwell collection. Okay. We're gonna, we've gotta recognize all sides of the killer bees. Okay. We do want to go back. This is the part that makes me dizzy. Take this Crucky. I'm just going to move him down here. And a little bit of a Fred McGriff page going there. I'm just going to randomly just declare it from my stack. Put this George Brett here. If you're all okay with that. And then find that Mike Schmidt page I just started. It's like a game of memory. Where was that Schmidt page? Where was the Schmidt page? Remember a page of cards I just started, that I just put down. sports car doctor's having a mental breakdown right now. You're watching the sports car doctor have a mental breakdown. I know I just made that page of Mike Schmitz. All this for one card, by the way. Oh, well. Since we're here, we do have a Matt Williams to add. There it is. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Sports car doctor. Really hold one on himself there. All right. A couple other things we're going to do here. We got one hockey card I'm going to add in here. Okay. There we go. Guy Carbonneau. Okay. And then, yes we have, we're going to take these Star Wars cards and add them in here. Got the greatest hero of the galaxy, R2-D2. Got his, his befuddled buddy, C-3PO, the astromech droid of astromech droids. These are great cards, by the way. These are thick to be used as weapons. Alright, we've got Mace Windu, a powerful Jedi, a great example of the best of the Jedi, but also the frustrating parts of it. Mace was right about a lot of things, but Mace did not deal with it in the right way. If he had trusted Anakin, Anakin might have not fallen. Alright. We got Qui-Gon Jinn. Absolutely one of my favorite Jedis from one of my favorite Star Wars films. For those that don't know me, you can go listen to my Star Wars podcast that is in its 12th year. Some of you, though, do know who I am. There's Palpatine. We'll put him right in the center. I always do love when occasionally someone will come through this channel and recognize my voice and be shocked to find that I'm here. But I'm here. Alright, those are categorized. Alright, I think that's about the end of the journey for us today. You know what I am going to do? I'm going to slowly work our way through. Okay, Mark McGuire. And then Bo Jackson. We're going to go ahead and put these Jim Tomes. I always make the joke, but it's true. When he, at this point in his career, we all called him Thome. And that is 100% true. Okay. You know what? We gotta do. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this right now. We got these pages. We're gonna put in Frank Thomas. I do have a lot of Frank Thomases to categorize if we want. Oh, see, there we go. I knew it. I sensed it. There we go. can start working our way back to the beginning. I got a lot of work done here today. But the battle continues. Well, you know what? This is why we're doing it here. We got twofold part right here. Okay, we're going to put this tuning gun right here. But then we're going to add to our OPG collection here. I just like them. I don't know. I just like them. They're big and bold. They're loud cards. I'm just going to put this D on here. I don't know if I'm going to have a D on section here. We have one in football, but we don't know. I don't know if we need one here. Back to this section. We'll grab some more Nolans. Alright. We did it. I took some cards out. We're going to reorganize those at some other time. What do we got left here? Let's see what we have left, kids. Alright, you ready for this? Okay, so first we got... Oh my gosh. Okay, we got... all of these. Alright, so that's my Atlanta Braves starting rotation, including the Steve Averys that needs to go in. Okay, we'll do that. And then we got, we're going to put these Venturas back in. Oh, jeepers. Oh man, oh, it's going to drive me crazy. More Steve, more Graces, Sandberg's, Piazzas. We got a lot of work to do, kids. But we did some damage. We did some damage here today. I think we got through more than half of that stack of cards. So there you go. Thanks for listening to this supersized, hopefully relaxing and not frustrating edition of Sports Card ASMR. I ask you again, consider subscribing to the channel as we continue to slowly grow. If you want to leave a comment, a super thanks, something to help the channel as well, we appreciate that. But that's it. We'll see you next time. I think I'm going to take a nap on Sports Card ASMR.